What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Invest Daily. So one thing I want to talk about today is the Pokemon market going forward. I had somebody recently ask me, is the Ultra Premium Collection Box 25th Anniversary Edition and a golden box that was dropped in Asia, is that a good investment going forward? We all know, or maybe you don't know, that Pokemon has been making a lot of changes with their wave printing to the modern sets, printing into oblivion pretty much. And you have the lottery system in Japan. And it's not the same for the US, right? So in Japan, they're also doing print to demand coming, which means that even the golden box, if there's a demand, they are going to print to order. That means however many are ordered until they exhaust demand, then that's how many they are going to make. Is that a good thing for the market? It's going to drop the market, right? It's going to drop the prices, but you have a lot of people who are fearful. You have a lot of people who are very, very fearful. And what does that mean? That means a lot of people are freaking out. They're saying, hey, single prices are going to go to zero. Modern prices are going to not be lucrative. This is not a viable investment. It's not going to be worth anything. It's like the 90s baseball junk wax era. That is not the case. That's what I want to talk about. And what did Warren Buffett say? He said, look, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. A lot of people are fearful right now. Let's talk about a pro, right? So yes, Pokemon is printing more. Okay, there is a pro. A pro is you do have collectors inside of Pokemon. You have children who like Pokemon, and that means that if product can touch the shelves, then people can actually enjoy the product as it's intended to, and you can see adults and children be able to open the product and enjoy some Pokemon. Okay, so that is a good thing. Does that mean prices will go down? Yes, prices will go down, but the same with the wave printing and with the demand, right? Print to demand, print to order. It's not forever, right? It's not forever. Eventually, they're going to stop printing that set. And that means that people are going to rip it open and it's going to diminish in supply. And eventually the price is going to go up. Now, if you look at Pokemon for the last like 20 plus years, it's always appreciated. The products have always went up in value, and you can look at the history and see that. History does not lie, right? Pokemon has always had a really high demand. And right now, these modern sets, Evolving Skies, Darkness Ablaze, Chilling Reign, all of these sets are not the first sets that were printed into oblivion, except for probably Neo and Skyridge. But a lot of these boxes in the past were printed into the ground. And if you look at XY, when they first came out, they were not going for barely anything. And if you look at a lot of those boxes today are thousands of dollars, right? So eventually, if you look at like a 5-year range plus, maybe even 10 years, I know that's a long time, but Pokemon appreciates greatly over time. Now, one thing this fixes is a bottleneck. A lot of people, it's bottleneck because they cannot get product. You have a lot of scalpers, and you have people who are scalpers who claim to be investors. Now, what are the difference, right? A scalper is a person who buys everything online for the intent to make a fast profit. A lot of them, majority of them, don't even care about Pokemon, the card game, opening it up and actually enjoying it, right? They're flipping it for a profit. They do it with everything. It was pools in the summertime. It was Jordans all year round. It's cards, anything that's hot, Funko Pops, anything that's limited, it gets botted. It's gone immediately. And Pokemon doesn't do a great job with bot protection. So even though they're printing a lot of stuff, of course, a lot of this is still getting botted. And as these prices go down, distributors still are holding a lot of the product back and jacking up some of the prices to their LGSs and some of their buyers because they still have to turn a profit. Now, what does this do? Essentially, the more they print, that is going to deter the scalpers. Scalpers are going to back off and say, look, this is not profitable. I'm not going to scalp Pokemon and scalp this product because all of the collectors and Pokemon lovers can openly get what they want and all of what their heart desires. Now, these collectors, what are they going to do? Majority of them are going to open the product, right? You're going to take the seal off and open the product, leaving less sealed product in circulation. The less scalpers that buy product, they're not going to buy product, right? So that's a good thing. Now, when I talk about investors, I'm talking about somebody like myself, right? So I'm also a collector. I like to open Pokemon. I've loved it since I was a child, but I also consider myself an investor. And you have some collectors that are mad at so-called investors and mix them with scalpers. And that's not the case, because a card game or anything needs collectors and investors to survive, right? So if these cards were never worth anything, then nobody's going to want these cards, right? If they're not worth anything, they have a whole website dedicated to dead TCGs, and that's because nobody cares about it. If these are essentially worthless, and every time I open a box or an ETB that it's worth less than what I pay for it, no one is going to want to buy it. If you see how many PSA Pokemon cards are graded, why do you think people grade their cards at PSA? Not everyone does it because they like a beautiful encapsulated card. They encapsulate their cards with an expensive company with a great ROI, because PSA can make you money off encapsulating your Pokemon cards. So it's important for these cards to appreciate in value, but you also have to appreciate the TCG. So when these prices come down, right, what is that going to do? That's going to drive a lot of collectors in and Pokemon lovers. And that is going to generate a lot of revenue for Pokemon, because now Pokemon is making more profit, essentially taking it from the scalpers where the scalpers are not making profit. In return, Pokemon can continue to grow its brand awareness, grow its IP, and move into different product verticals and give it back to the Pokemon lovers, bringing in a lot more fans, which in return in the future makes the product go up in value. Now, as I mentioned, right, be greedy when others are fearful. In the last 20 some years, as I said, product has went up. If you think that Darkness Ablaze and Chilling Reign and Evolving Skies will not go up in time, you are wrong. You are wrong. I'm telling you, you are wrong, because listen, the person's going to be laughing their way to the bank in 5+ years when everybody was fearful and didn't want to buy any of these booster boxes for a very low price of $80, and they're not going to dip to zero, right? Pokemon in 20+ years, they do not dip to zero. Now, when we look at some of these boxes, somebody asked me about Ultra Premium Collection and the Golden Box. Now, the Ultra Premium Collection, is hard to say what's going to be reprinted. There is a high possibility that, yes, this could be reprinted. Right now, we do not know. But what I do know is that the Ultra Premium Collection box was printed a lot less than the other Premium Collection 25th Anniversary Celebrations products. And that means that most stores didn't get but a couple of these. And that makes this more exclusive and more rare. And what you get for this is a lot of bang for your buck. And that's what we're going to talk about. So you get some absolute bangers in the Ultra Premium Collection box. What do you get? You get 17 single celebration packs where you can pull out vintage style Pokemon from the old era and walk away with several Charizards with this box break. Not only that, you get some modern booster packs. You get a golden Pokeball trainer card. You get a Charizard and Pikachu pin, a really nice box. And best of all, you get the metal cards. And don't forget the golden Pikachu V card. So you get the metal cards, which is the first time in Pokemon history that you get metal cards. And this isn't just any metal cards. This is a Pikachu and vintage style Charizard metal card. They are flawless, beautiful cards. Now recently, you know, PSA was grading, encapsulating these cards. They closed it down. They're trying to fix the issue because they were chipping the cards and damaging them. And when they can fix that in the process, they will reopen to grading these cards. Now, one Charizard, a metal Charizard, just recently sold within the last week for a whopping $6,100. $6,100. A PSA 9 for this Charizard is also not cheap. So I do think that this UPC is definitely a pickup, and it holds a lot of value. If you want to buy the metal cards by themselves, you're almost going to pay what the UPC is sitting at right now as a whole. It's about $200 to pick up those two metal cards, and you can get a UPC at $230 on best offer right now, and there's tons of them on here at $240, $254, and so on. eBay is not the be all. You can go on TCG Player, Facebook Marketplace, wherever you want to go and snag a deal, trade for them, and whatever is best for you. But what I do know So whether this is reprinted or not, if it is reprinted, the price may come down a little bit like products always do. Eventually they will dry up. I do think this is the rarest of the 25th anniversary celebration lineup. So I think in the future, you know, the anniversary edition boxes and sets tend to go up really well in value and hold their value. So I do think in the future, I am saying this, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but I do think this box is easily $1,000+ box down the road. It could be 3 years, it could be 5 years, but mark my words, this will be $1,000+ box. And that's due to that Charizard and that metal Pikachu sitting inside of this box. Now, if Pokemon tends to print more metal cards or print more of these, then yeah, that could change the trajectory of the price value in the future going for this box. But right now, my bet's on saying that this is $1,000+ box in the future, and I would definitely pick at least one up. Now moving into, moving into the golden box. So this is the golden Pokemon Celebrations box, which was released in Asia, Japan, China, Korea, and other Asian countries. You can see right here what the cards look like. They have the square 25th stamp on the middle right of the card. These are some beautiful cards. Japan is known for their high quality on their cards. Now, Japan runs their style off of a lottery system. That means in order to have bought this box, it was exclusive and limited. You had to win a lottery in order to buy it. It is beautiful. This box by far beats the UPC in my mind. It is a shiny golden box. You get a play mat. Everything, of course, is made out of pleather. This isn't real leather, but really nice feel, and it just looks beautiful. You get a card box, a coin, you get some other coins, you get some golden dice, you get some sleeves, you get, you know, a long square or rectangular box that you can hold all of your accessories in. You get some golden cards, and you get a deck that has promo Pikachus, Raichus, and a bunch of different trainers and stuff of that sort in there. And you only get a couple of celebrations packs. You don't get a ton of packs in this box, and that is a downfall. You don't get metal cards, a really, really sweet promotional card, and you don't get a lot of booster packs. So when you compare this to the American UPC, I would say in value, the UPC probably takes the crown. But I also would say that really exclusive Japanese products, especially the ones you see at like Japanese Pokemon Center, you know, they hold their value really well over time. And you can look at any of those products, whether it's the Poncho Pikachus, the Mario Luigi collaboration, and there's a bunch of different ones, right? But the point is, this is a 25th anniversary Asian exclusive. Now, they are doing print to order in the future for Japan. And what that means is that everybody who wants to buy some, they will print them to order until the demand is exhausted. So yes, the price on these will go down. Now, a lot of people may still not buy them if they don't live inside of Japan, because it may be too difficult for them. And import fees in the US market is going to jack up the price. But these will be printed a lot. So yes, the price will go down. Now in the future, once again, just like the UPC, I do think that this will go up in value, because eventually the product will dry up. The demand will slow down. And in the future, when the demand picks back up, the price on this product will go up. I think it is a phenomenal, beautiful looking box. It's a beautiful looking back piece, backdrop that you can put on your YouTube or in your room or wherever you want to put it up at. It is phenomenal. I do think this box just blows away the UPC box. But the box is not everything, and that's why the UPC, with all the value it has, takes the crown. But I would pick up both. This one is hovering right around, like I said, the other one was about $230 for the UPC, and this one seems to be hovering right around $280, or I've seen one as low as probably about $230 to $240. But once again, that is from Japan. The shipping is quite high, and you may have import fees. I just bought one myself in America. There was not many from Japan. If you were to pick up any Asian box, I would definitely recommend Japan. It is your choice, but I just say that because Japanese cards tend to hold the most value when it comes to Pokemon outside of English cards. And that is because, of course, the home country to Pokemon is Japan. So a lot of people desire the Japanese box. Now, if you want to get it in America, I only seen a couple. I actually snagged mine and got pretty lucky around $325. I've seen a couple more in America hovering right around $400 to $500. Now, when these first came out and pre-ordered, they were around $800. So both of these boxes have dipped in price. But if we want to compare it to past anniversary edition boxes. That's what I want to show you just very quickly and show you why the premium on these go up and they appreciate over time. Now let's look at the 20th anniversary Mew and Mewtwo Super Premium Collection box. This one is sold recently, hovering between $500 and $600. Now, of course, on the asking side, you're not going to find many at this price. They're hovering between $800 to $1,000, but if you get lucky, you can snag one around $500 to $600. Now, this box did not have metal cards or a metal Charizard. They did have a cool Mew figure and some other cool stuff inside of this box. So comparably, I do think that the UPC is better than this box right here. But you can see they do hold their value. Now, as we go back even further, we have the 15th anniversary and the Pikachu graded in PSA 10. They're asking $1,980 for the one that came out of the Japanese anniversary box. Now, this is what the Japanese anniversary box looks like for the 15th anniversary. And this box hovers right around $1,600. This one's at $2,200, $1,900. And that Pikachu right outside of that box is going for a lot of money. Right here, they're even asking $1,000 for a raw one. $2,000 right here for a 10. A PSA 6 is still commanding $500. So you also have a premium limited edition sealed box, and they're asking between $6,500 to $10,000. So you can see that the anniversary products are highly desirable. Now, the last thing I want to wrap up this video with, just basically saying, look, I know a lot of people want to invest in Pokemon. There is a lot of fear in the market, and Pokemon has been around so long that they know how to adjust. When demand basically decreases, they will swap whatever they have to and ensure that they can increase the demand. But right now, lowering the prices on this product is a good thing to bring a bigger fan base into the market, which drives hype. It drives hype, which makes it a better investment for the future. So if you buy in while the products are low, it's no different for any other market, the stock market, crypto. When people are freaking out and fearful and saying, oh, it's dropping, I should exit, I don't want to buy anything, it's not going up. That is wrong. When there's blood in the market, when it's dipping, when people are fearful, this is the best time to buy. This is the best time to stack up. Things are at record low prices. Booster boxes around 80 bucks. 80 bucks. Now, I'm not saying FOMO in and buy everything. Do not do that, right? But there's nothing wrong with dollar cost averaging, right? So if you buy some boxes or a card now and it dips even lower and you want to buy some more, buy another one. Buy another case. When you dollar cost average, you're bringing your total cost average down, which means you paid less for the product, right? Overall, in the scope of things. So dollar cost average, buy what you feel comfortable with. If you're an investor, good for you, right? Long term, we're going to make profit. If you're a scalper, it sucks, right? Hopefully you can keep scalping, but I hope that you can't, because you know what? You make it hard for people to get cards. So I love all of you. Thanks for tuning in. If you have questions or comments, drop one down below and we can talk about it, and I'll see y'all later.